Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti Gangurde, Assistant Professor of Zoology, KTHM College Nashik. Students, today we are going to discuss on the topic chemical as well as biological control methods of pest control or control on the insect. Okay, so here first we have chemical methods. Now here the chemical methods which includes here the most common method of pest control or this method which is use of pesticide, chemical or pesticide, okay, or what we say is that pesticide, chemical or pesticide, and they are often classified according to the pest and they are intended to control. For example, suppose the insecticides they are used to control the insect, again the herbicides to control the plants, fungicide to control the growth of fungi, rodenticide which control the population of rodents, again avicide which controls on the population of birds, and here bactericide which controls the growth of bacteria, like this. Okay, these pesticides they kill pest or which inhibit their development. Now such a chemical control which is used or chemical or in this method we have to use chemical to control or to kill the insect pest. Okay, now here we have the classification of insecticide such as the stomach poison which including systemic poison, then inert dust or again abrasive compounds, after that contact poison, fumigants, then the chemicals having other types of action. So we have the insecticides, so according to their mode of nature of damage or according to their mode on particular organ of insect, okay, they are going to classify it. Okay, so stomach poison which is acting on a stomach, then contact poison when such a poison which is coming in contact with the insect, suppose we are mixing the such chemicals in food content of such a pest, then they get killed, or either by means of their contact they get killed, either the fumigants. Okay, the fumigants, okay, here which control the growth of which kill the pest or such a insect, they are going to killed by means of the fumes of particular kind of chemicals. Okay, now according to their nature of insecticide, okay, such a insecticides they get classified. Okay, now here first is the stomach poison. Okay, so here the stomach poison which is generally used against the insect with chewing mouth parts. Okay, those insects they having chewing kind of mouth part and under certain conditions against the sponging, siphoning and lapping kind of mouth parts. Now here the stomach poison which can be applied on foliage or other natural food of insect pest. Now the poison which can be mixed with the food along with an attractant which makes that the mixture acceptable by the target pest. Okay, as I already told you, suppose stomach poison, if we can mix particular amount or concentration of such a chemical insecticide into food content, okay, so such a pest which get attracted towards the food material or food content, and by eating this food ultimately the poison which come into the stomach of such a pest. Okay, now here sometimes this poison which can be sprinkled directly in runways of insects. Now as the insects they move about, they pick up the poison on their feet or antennae, and while cleaning these parts with mouth by ingest the poison. Okay, now here the good stomach poison should fulfill the criteria. Okay, there are certain criteria which fulfill such a kind of stomach poison. Now the criteria such as here the concentration of such an insecticide which is applied to plant for insect control should not be injurious to the foliage. Okay, now then the non-systemic compounds should generally be insoluble in water, otherwise it might absorb through the leaves and roots and which is the poison to the plant. So this is not our target. Our target is not only the pest. Now after that it should be potent to kill pest quickly to save crop. Again, such a insecticide which should be inexpensive and be easily available in large quantity. Here the compound which should not be distasteful to the insect, so that they may not be such an insecticide which not be acting as a repellent. Now chemically compound which should be stable so that it does not lose its toxicity. Okay, now again last but least, the insecticide which should have physical properties of adhering to the plant surface on application. Now these are some criteria of such a stomach poison or such a kind of insecticides they acting as a stomach poison. Now here such a stomach poisons they are applied as a by using the instruments, okay, such as a sprayer. Then again we are applying this insecticide by means of a method such as the spray method, then dust, then dips, or as well as we are providing the insecticide in beds. Okay, now these poisons include inorganic and organic compounds. Now among the inorganic compounds they are again lead, then arsenate, calcium cyanide, Paris green, sodium fluoride, sodium chlorosilicates, and borax mixture. Okay, now come to the systemic poison. What is meant by systemic poison? Now here the systemic poison or systemic insecticides are used for the insect which bears piercing and sucking kind of mouthparts, which suck the cell sap or plant juices. Particularly those insects they having such a kind of mouthparts, that is piercing and sucking kind of mouthparts. Now a systemic insecticide when applied to the seeds, roots, stems or leaves of plants, it is absorbed and translocated to various parts of the plant in amount which is lethal to insects which feed on them. Okay, now some of them they are quite specific to the certain group of insect. Some of the systemic insecticides, okay, they are quite specific to certain groups of insect. Suppose most of these insecticides they act primarily as a stomach poison, and they includes oxydermaton, then oxydermaton methyl, after that dimethoate, then phosphomidine, aldicarb, then phorate and carbofuran. Now these are some insecticides they acting as a systemic insecticide. Now after that the next type of classification of insecticide is the inert dust or the abrasive compounds. Now here the fine dust of various compounds which has been used for a long time to control the insect pest. Now these dust they are mixed with the grains or dusted on the surface, from where the insect pick up the fine particles which cause irritation and ultimately the abrasion in cuticle. Now particularly at the body articulation. Now it results in excessive loss of moisture from the body of an insect, which ultimately dies of desiccation. Again here these dust they are based on fine sands, then powdered cow dung ash, calcium carbonate, silica, or again aerogel. Okay. Now these are some compounds which we are going to use in the form of dust. Okay. Now after that contact poison. Now here the contact poison, which is another effective and most prevalent method of insect control. It is applied as a spray or either in the form of dust, either directly or directly onto the body of insect or to the places where the insects they frequently meet. Okay, now these poisons kill the insect by clogging the spiracles of respiratory systems or by entering through the cuticle into the blood and acting as a nerve or tissue poison. Okay, now the insect cuticle which possess high absorption properties so that the lethal dose, okay, lethal dose which applied externally, which is almost the same as the quantity required to kill by injecting into the body cavity, okay, or into the body. Now here the contact insecticides, they even thought applied in the form of emulsions, then suspensions or dust or highly lyophilic, and they are readily absorbed by the lipid which is present in the epicuticle of insect exoskeleton. Now, the residual film of the contact insecticide which may kill an insect by its action on the sensory organ which is present in the tarsi of its legs. Okay. Now such a contact poison, they are easily available in market. Now here among such a inorganic compounds, the inorganic compounds include sulfur, then sodium fluoride, then arsenical, okay, which may be in the form of inorganic compounds. Now the mineral oil, which including the diesel oil and crude oil and animal fats. Okay. Now here certain compounds are there, they are acting as a contact poison. Now here such as the mineral oil which including the diesel oil or again crude oil. After that animal fats which including the fish oil or either the soap which is prepared from such a oils. Now such a compounds, they are used as a winter and summer sprayer. Okay, now many organic compounds they extracted from the plants and they have remark or they have property to being very safe for human and domestic animals. Now these compounds they include nicotine in sulfate form, then anabasine, then rotenone, pyrethrum, neem extracts. Okay, these are some compounds. They are acting as a herbicides or herbal products. Okay, they could not form or they could not cause any kind of harm to the plants as well as animals. Now, in addition to these wide range of systemic organic compounds, okay, they are almost in practice. So, along with that, a major group of such a again contact poison which include the chlorinated hydrocarbons in the form of DDT, BHC, then Eldrin, okay, then in the form of carbamates, its derivatives which includes the carbaryl, then aldicrap, then carbofuran, okay. Now again the organic phosphate which include the derivatives such as malathion, then oxidimeton, methyl or monocrotophos. Okay, these are some compounds. Okay, they again acting as a synthetic organic compounds and they again acting as a contact poison to the insect. Okay, now after that the next kind of the insecticide which is nothing but the fumigants. Now here the fumigants, they are toxic gases which is derived from either solids or liquids. Okay, either from solid material, either from liquid. So we say that which is derived from solids or either liquids, and they are used to kill insect pest of stored grains and another product in warehouses, museums and godowns. Now they are also used to kill the insect pest found in animal sheds or human dwellings. against the soil infesting grubs and nematodes. Okay, now here for example, before that, here since the practically all the chemicals they are deadly poisonous, okay, they have great care or we need, okay, a great care to their use. Now some of the common chemicals which include the nicotine, hydrogen cyanide, carbon bisulfide, sulfur dioxide, para-dichlorobenzene, then naphthalene, ethylene dichloride, carbon tetrachloride mixture, then methylene bromide, phosphine. Okay, these are some examples of fumigants, or they acting as a we have to use such a chemicals as a fumigants. Okay, now here the mortality of insect pest, which is determined to a great extent by the temperature and atmospheric pressure at which the fumigation is done. Okay, now here the common example, okay, fumigation, we have to provide the fumes in the form of gas, okay, to such a kind of pest. Now here the purpose of fumigation, which is to obtain a more or less immediate disinfection of the commodity, okay, and the space which is enclosing it. Now here the fumigation, which is the only chemical treatment that can achieve the effect, okay, this effect and this relatively immediate or disinfection. What we collectively say that the fumigation, which is the best control method of insect population. Okay, now after that the next type of classification is the chemical having other type of action or different kind of chemicals, they acting as a either chemosterilant or either antifidant, either repellents. Okay, so we can see one by one. Here there are number of chemicals which causes the changes in physiology and behavior of insect, and they are used either to repel them or to kill them. Now here we have the examples such as chemosterilant, okay, chemosterilant such as the ofolate, then tepa, then metapa, okay, they are fed to the insect along with the food and through their physiological action, so they can cause sterility and ultimately affecting the population, or which ultimately affecting the population or which get declines. After that, antifidants. Now antifidants such as neem seed extract, when sprayed on the plant or mixed with the food to make them distasteful, okay, to the insect, okay, who stop eating and ultimately die because of starvation. Why? Because they are not feeding on the food material. And meanwhile, okay, if such a condition which happens for prolonged or for more time, okay, so the insect they get die due to the starvation. Now after that, repellents. Now we have the repellents or another group of chemical which are mildly poisonous, but here which prevent the damage by making the food unattractive or offensive to insect or to such a kind of pest. Okay, now this is what regarding all the chemical control method. Now we have the another method of insect control, that is biological control method. The biological control method, which constitute a deliberate attempt to use the natural enemies of pests either by introducing new species into the environment of pests or by increasing the effectiveness of those pests they already present. Okay, now here the biological control, which is defined as the use of natural enemies of pests to reduce their population level where the economic losses are either eliminated or suppressed. Now such a biological control which is therefore essentially an application of knowledge of ecology to pest population control. Now here the biological agents include a wide variety of life forms including vertebrates, invertebrates, fungi as well as microorganisms. Now here we have different biological control agents. Now here the biological control agents which include predators, then parasitoids as well as parasites and their pathogens. Now here the predators, where a predator which is a free living animal and that kills the host immediately. Now insects, they are important for many varied animals. Now here the group of predators such as the mammals, reptilians, birds, amphibians as well as insects. Okay. Now here the mammals, particularly the mammals, here the many mammals like bats, squirrels, okay, they are feeding on the insect. Then man, which is also a great predator of insect, and they are roasted and eaten the insect or by man, okay, from ancient time. Okay, man which is also acting as a predator of insect. Okay, if we can see in different countries such as Thailand and other countries, in those regions nowadays still, okay, the insects they are eaten by man, okay, by either deep frying or either by roasting. Okay, now again the reptilians, here the reptiles such as snakes, lizards, geckos, then chameleons, they are the predators of insect. Now rat which also eaten up by the snakes, right? Now after that birds, here the insects, they are natural birds, okay, the natural food of bird is what? Insect. Now the bird which searching fruits, flowers for aphids, then caterpillars and also some household birds, they feed on the worms, then cotton strainers or bugs also. Means what? The birds, they are acting as a natural enemies to the insect. Okay. Now after that amphibian, the amphibians such as frogs and toads, okay, they are acting as a predators of insect. Now they are feeding on either beetles or insect larval stages or either on entire insect. Now after that the insect, certain insects they are used to control the another developmental stages of insect, or what we here say that the parasitic hymenopteras are there. Okay, now we can see this here. There are many species of predator insect. They are known to feed on other species of insect. Suppose for example, many hoverflies have predaceous larvae which feed in aphids, coccids and small plant bugs as well as caterpillars. Now there are many wasps belonging to order Hymenoptera are predating on insect. Okay. Now both adult and larvae of Neuropteran insect are predaceous and therefore have important role in insect control. Now the order Coleoptera, okay, which include the beetles. Here they are important predatory group such as again carabid beetle, then coccinellids. What we particularly say is that the beetles, ladybird beetles, then meloid beetle, okay, which is known to predating on aphids, mealybugs, coccids, grasshoppers or grasshopper nymphs, okay, developing stages, that is grasshopper nymphs and other small insects. Okay, means the insects they are acting as a predator. The second here, the second group we have acting as a biological control agent, that is parasitoids. Now here a parasitoid which is an organism which completes its life cycle on the body of host only and eventually which kills the host, okay, which kills the host. Here the wasp and flies feed like this during their larval stages, while in the adult stages they feed on the nectar of plants. Now the parasitoids lay their eggs on or either in the body of an insect host, which is then used as a food for developing larvae. Now, the host which is ultimately killed. Here, most insect parasitoids are wasps or flies, and they usually have a very narrow host range. Here, we have the most important group of parasitoid such as the equiomen fly, then here actually it is braconid wasp, okay, here spelling mistake, braconid wasp, then calcid wasp and tachinid flies. Okay, these are some examples of parasitoids. Here the equimonid fly or wasp, okay, here these are what? These are the parasitic hymenopteras, or they belongs to order Hemiptera, or what we say that the hymenopteran insect. Okay, now such a equimonids or the wasp, okay, these are the hymenopteran insect and have well reputation of controlling population of caterpillars, of butterflies and moths, which severely distorting the foliage of plants. Now generally they has well developed ovipositor which is inserted into the egg or body of caterpillars and lay the egg, which after hatch out and feed on the eggs or internal organs of caterpillar, and which ultimately, okay, by this way which ultimately kill the host. Okay, suppose we have the fly, that is we have wasp, okay, and such a female which can deposit the eggs either in or on the body surface of such a caterpillar of either butterfly or moth. Okay, now after the egg hatching, now the developing stages, okay, they try to feeding on the content of the body or content of which is present inside or outside of such a larvae, means which is feeding on the body tissue, fatty material of such a host. Ultimately what happens? Which kill the host. Now the another example, that is the braconid wasp. Okay, braconid wasp. So these tiny wasps, they are attack the caterpillar and wide range of other insects including the green plant. Now a common parasite of the cabbage, then white caterpillar, which is seen as a cluster of sulfur yellow cocoons which bursting from collapsed caterpillar skin. Now after that the calcid wasp. Calcid wasp, they are among the smallest insect, okay, that also, or such a calcid wasp are a smallest group of insect which is